Hello and welcome students to the CAT special series with Careers 360. I'm ARKS Srinivas, here to bring you out very interesting videos to make sure that your preparation for CAT is 100% complete. In today's video, I'm going to take up the top 5 mistakes that students make when they are writing the actual CAT exam. Though I'm going to say that this is what you need to try avoiding when you are writing your mocks till the date of the exam. On the CAT day 2, you need to keep these very, very importantly in your mind. Let's look at the first mistake that everybody makes. You would hear from experts, including experts like me, that hey, you need to just do so many questions to get through a 98 percentile, 99 percentile, etc. kind of things. So therefore, it is only natural that you go with a certain number of questions that you will want to attempt in the entire paper or in each of the sections. Nothing can be more suicidal than that. Pre-planning the number of attempts, saying I will do 3 sets of RC, I'll do only 2 sets of DI so that I'll get a 95 percentile, or I'll do only 8 questions of quantitative ability. These kind of preset mentality, pre-planned ideas are actually detrimental to your final result. Let me explain why. The paper, if it is very difficult, by thinking that, okay, I am going to do, let's say 40 questions out of the 66, can backfire brilliantly actually. Because if it's very difficult, everybody else is probably attempting 30 and still getting through the IMs, and you, because you go with this pre-planned idea that, oh, I have to do 40, you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself and actually making a lot more mistakes than you ideally ought to. On the contrary, let's say the paper is very, very easy. CAT 23 was very difficult. But if I remember CAT 2017, it was one of the easiest papers. It's been just about 7 years back. Now, if you went into the paper with a very clear mindset that I'm going to do only 40 questions, or for that matter in quantitative ability only 10 questions, and if 18 questions are very easy, then what will happen? You will be the only joker in the world who will not get marks. The rest of them are all doing very well. So coming back to this, the biggest mistake, or mistake number 1, I say, is planning the number of attempts before you start the exam. That should be completely avoided. Go as your entire thing. Now, what do you therefore need to do? You have 40 minutes for that section. If it is easy, you will start doing faster, taking decisions faster, and probably attempting more. And if it is very difficult, probably you'll have to slow down and do lesser number of questions. It is like a cricket pitch. If the pitch is turning very much or it is bouncing very much, you can't really do or hit the ball out of the park. But if it's a flat pitch, then it's better that you attempt a lot. You hit and probably make your 200s and 300s and 500s like that. Like what happened in, let's say, the Kanpur test. It is very, very important to analyze the pitch, and that you will only know when you are when you have already actually attempted the paper or attempting the paper. Mistake number 2, and this is true for almost every one of us. Every student goes through the same thing. Very bad time management. And more often than not, this is because of the ego that you have. Ego in various forms. If you are an engineer, you think that I am supposed to do this question because I am good in that. You are a SRCC student thinking that verbal has to be easy, or reading comprehension I am supposed to understand, and therefore you spend more time than you ought to. Getting stuck in an RC, a DI set, or for that matter even any quant question can be a biggest mistake, where you are missing out on the easy questions which come later. Many a time students come out of the exam hall, and I have seen this for the last 20 odd years or 25 odd years, that they say, sir, मैंने वो question देखा ही नहीं है. Those of you who don't understand Hindi, it's like saying, sir, I did not come to the last question. It was such an easy question and I missed it out. Oh, this set was there in the paper. I didn't see that set. And somebody who has gone through all the sets have cracked the paper. In other words, do not get stuck. In stock markets, we have this very interesting concept called stop loss. Those of you know what is stock markets. You know, you want to make money, so therefore you are betting on that. But after some time, if things are going down, what do you need to do? Get out of it. That is stop loss that we're talking about. So for every passage, or for that matter, every question, you need to have a maximum time. My answer for example, DI would be not more than 6-7 minutes. In 6-7 minutes, if you're not getting a set anywhere close to solving, just run away from that. Quantitative, maximum 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, if you're not getting even that area which you are very, very strong in, take my word, in that exam for that 2 hours, you will not get it. It's unfortunate that the moment you finish the exam and you come out of the exam hall, you will feel, oh shit, I knew how to do this. Or for that matter, RC also. When you're reading the RC, it looks completely gobbledygook. It looks like so difficult that you don't understand what you're reading. But when you come out of the exam hall, when you are listening, when you are reading it once again, if you get the paper and see, the clarity comes so wonderfully. I will talk about mental stability in one of the later videos, but exam taking technique is extremely, extremely important. Keeping your mental strength is very important, and for that to happen, you need to make your exam very clinical in that sense. I use this word clinical many times in these videos. Make sure that you don't miss out on that. So the mistake number 2 to avoid is getting stuck on any question, any set, RC, DI, LR or whatever else. The mistake number 3, and this is again multiple experts will tell you, accuracy is important. Aap 8 questions kar lo. Just to do 8 questions, you will get a 96th percentile in quant. Very true. So what do? You are focusing on accuracy, or you think you are focusing on accuracy. The reality is you cannot focus on accuracy. There is no way in the world that you will know whether you're doing it right or not. Even quant, even DILR, or for that matter, of course, it's almost impossible for you to guess levels of accuracy when you're doing a verbal RC question. So how can you even try accuracy? I think it's futile to think about accuracy. The only thing, one more thing I'll tell you very importantly, and in one of the videos I'm going to talk about, is that if all your mocks, all the mocks that you write, and there is certain percentage of accuracy level that you see, I don't think in the actual CAT exam it is going to become any better than this. In fact, if anything, it's going to be worse than that because of the kind of pressure that you will be in when you're writing a mock. So keep that in mind, that you will never go into a exam thinking that I want to be accurate. And here is the most important point about accuracy. Let's say you get, I'll give an example. Let's take quantitative ability. If you attempt, let's say, only 10 questions, if you get all 10 correct, what's your score? 30 marks, 10 into 3. Now, I'm going to give you a very interesting thing. Let's say you do all 22 questions and get 9 wrong. If you do all 22 questions and do 9 wrong, that means you will get how many? 13 correct. What's your score? 13 threes are 39 minus 9, which is 30 marks. In both cases, in case 1, when you are attempting 10, getting all 100% accuracy, your score is 30. In the second case, you are attempting all 22, hypothetically for the moment, 13 correct and 22 wrong, 9 wrong, your accuracy is about 60%. Your percentile will be exactly the same. It doesn't matter. So all those people who talk about accuracy, they don't even understand what they're talking about. Yes, of course you want to be accurate. There is no way, and I'm repeating it again, there is absolutely no way you can be sure that you're writing any question for that matter accurately, doing every question accurately. Silly mistakes are a part of your life in the exam also. Budget them. That is smartness. So mistake number 3 to avoid. attempting too less, thinking that you will get higher accuracy, or gunning for accuracy itself is completely futile. Mistake number 4. This is for people who are preparing, writing a lot of mocks. I keep listening to a lot of students saying that, sir, I am writing every day one mock. Why? What is the point? If you want to improve anything, for example, let's say you're playing, if you want to improve table tennis, I'm giving an example, or for that matter, badminton. If you keep playing real matches, there is no way you will improve the backhand or the forehand or the spin or the top spin or whatever else. You cannot. Why? Because the focus is on getting the point. How do you improve? You will improve when you do practice, continuous practice. And that is what is important as far as mock writing and therefore the analysis is concerned. So what has gone correct in your mock, what has gone wrong, and from there figuring it out what are your strengths and weaknesses is an important part of your mock writing, which I call mock analysis. Skipping mock analysis is I would say a very, very suicidal mistake that many students make, thinking that they hear from people that they should write a lot of mocks to become better. It's never going to improve. Just writing mocks, if it was true that you will get 99 plus percentile or any high percentile, all that you need to do is morning, afternoon, evening write 3 mocks. I think that's completely silly actually, if you understand. But people don't realize it, people don't understand it correctly. So mistake number 4 to avoid is skipping mock analysis is a strict no. Spend at least 3 to 4 hours after writing a mock, understanding what you have learned, what you have done, what your strategy, did it work, and more importantly, what are the questions you got it correct and wrong, and redo some of those things which you have got them wrong. And the last mistake number 5. And this happens many a time when you're writing a mock. You write it at 11 o'clock in the night. Some of those of you are, working graduates. They come back and say, sir, we are working, we don't have time, therefore we write the exam at 11 o'clock in the night. Why? That's not the right exam. Or you sit in a nice sofa and write, or whatever that may be. Or with a lot of, phone ringing around you, or completely unsimulated conditions, relaxed conditions. Nothing can be worse than that when you are giving your mock or writing that mock in that sense of the word. First, if you are seeing this video where your slot for the actual CAT exam has already come, then all the mocks that I want you to write is at the same time that your real CAT exam is. Simple. Second, if it is not, you know that there are 3 different slots. Take the time out in each of the slots when you are writing mock and not in any other time. Lastly, there will be disturbances, of course, but keep away your phone, but there will be other disturbances in the actual CAT exam also. Simulate that if required be. Go to, if you are in a coaching institute, go to that coaching institute and sit in a table and write it rather than sitting at home in a cushy manner and writing a CAT exam. So lastly, mistake number 5, don't do a paper in easy, nice, relaxed conditions. Not simulating exam conditions is definitely a strict no also. With that 5, maintain that. I am pretty sure that your CAT preparation will be well and truly on. We at Careers 360 are coming out with 20 mock tests, specially for CAT. You can download it for free. Click on the I button here to get the link for those and simulate all that we are trying to tell you through these videos. Until the next video, thank you.